we talked about earlier that would have gone against us, be it a bowler or a batsman.
Yeah, I think they would be. I'm sure Indian players would be enjoying going to that ground. But see, numbers are there. Numbers are in New Zealand's favor. But as a player, you don't look into it. You don't say what has happened in the past. So there's players who have gone there are experienced enough to understand that, because now with having experience of playing in IPL teams, they know that a lot of numbers been thrown at them. So there could be it's that day that matters the most. What can you do there and then? So I'm sure they would be looking forward to it. But yeah, when history is history. Those were the past games. Now I think this game today that matters the most.
And once again, obviously, I know it's a change of venue, and we've sort of had our own opinions on the possible 11s. Doesn't necessarily change with the conditions. Maybe the odd fast here and there might change, but otherwise, you're just looking to start afresh.
I think so. I think whatever 11 Hardik and Lachibhai have decided for this game will pretty much be the same 11. I don't think it'll change so much. Nothing is going to change drastically. As I said, the context for this series is more about understanding individuals and giving them the opportunities. So that would in turn mean that they try and stick to what their ideas were before the start of it. And you need to give opportunities to players. And I think you would definitely see a bit of rotation. I understand there's just 2 T20s now, not a lot to play for. But you would understand if they give opportunities to quite a few guys to obviously give them the chance to go out there and perform in international cricket.
What we haven't spoken about, of course, is the home side, New Zealand. We've focused so much about India and all those players missing out from the World Cup squad, new look faces, stand-in captain, possibility of someone like Umran Malik getting a go. But what about New Zealand themselves? A couple of their names missing as well. 13-man squad, as typically you would for a home series, and once again the one common factor, Parthiv, 3 wicket keepers.
3 wicket keepers, yeah. The wicket keepers are scoring runs. The wicket keepers are good batters all over the world. Yeah, they look a balanced side. Obviously, Bolt has decided to, not to sign that New Zealand contract, and he's going to play T20 leagues in the world. So that is something which is a development which was talked about, and probably there will be few who might just join that league as well. But yeah, having said that, New Zealand always has that squad. If you look at the team, you will not get that glaring superstar out of that, but they always have that team which plays together kind of thing. So yeah, they would be looking forward to it as well. Teams how the Lockie Ferguson recently now from Gujarat Titans has gone to KKR. So those are the things would be he would be keeping in mind how other players are playing. But yeah, they won't be worrying about too much. They are balanced side in New Zealand.
Yeah, the one person who didn't get a go in the New Zealand side and was expected to in the World Cup was, of course, Martin Guptill. And as a follow-up, he continues to lose his place, this time in the 13. They're really banking a lot on Phil Allen up front with Devon Conway, and of course now Glenn Phillips adding to the mix in the middle order.
Yes, I think they're a very potent side. They're a side which always punches a little above their weight, especially in knockout tournaments. In bilaterals, they're probably not the same force that they are in an ICC tournament, mainly because of the glaring at you in your face. But they know, and they very well know how to perform in ICC tournaments. They kind of come together as a unit and do well, and they've been the most consistent team in ICC tournaments in this decade. I think they've been a finalist or a semi-finalist almost everywhere, and went on to win the inaugural World Test Championship as well. A name that stands out for me is Adam Milne, because he's coming back after an injury. He can bowl some serious heat as well. So it'll be very interesting to see if both Adam Milne and Lockie Ferguson do end up playing together. That will be a rather sharp. They always have their banker Tim Southee, who's been around for a long time. But I also think it's going to be very interesting to see how many of these players go on to play the 2024 T20 World Cup. You would find a few notable exclusions as time goes on. But at this point of time, as we sit, we see a big name missing out, Trent Bolt. Yes, he's